Is it wrong to tell my friend's boyfriend, who is also my friend, that she cheated on him, even though she claims it wasn't real cheating? Hi everyone. I really hope you can help me. I don't know what to do. My friend, let's call her Sarah, cheated on her boyfriend and one of my good friends, James. I'm honestly flabbergasted since I never expected anything like this would happen. I met James in 2010 when we both joined the same class. We spent 2 years together in this class but didn't get along too well. We talked, but never met up outside of school. We were friendly with each other, but not friends. We both parted ways and did our own thing, which happened to be the same thing again. We spent the next 2 years in the same class once again and actually became friends. We met up outside of school, studied together, etc. In the last year, we both met Sarah because she joined our class. They fell in love immediately, have been together ever since, 4 years, and started slacking in school. I did my own thing, but Sarah and I became friends too. Nowadays we meet up once or twice a month to talk or watch movies. We usually text each other on a weekly basis. Sarah apparently went clubbing with her best friend, 24F, who happens to be bisexual. They drank a lot, went home to her friend's flat and watched some Netflix. Then one thing led to another. What the heck does that even mean? And they started making out. And more. Sarah was on her period so her friend couldn't eat her out. But Sarah decided to eat her out and they basically went all in. She told me all this last night because it was her first time with a woman and she felt weird afterwards. When I asked her when she wants to tell James about it, she said she probably wouldn't tell him at all because he would likely end the relationship. He once got mad when she kissed said friend a year ago because he thought they were making out although it was just a small kiss. I told her that she should still tell him because he has a right to know. She thinks that it wasn't even real cheating because it was with a woman and if he knew about it before it happened he'd be really into it. She also doesn't feel too bad about it, just weird. What the hell do I do? They're both my friends and I honestly want to tell him about it because he deserves to know the truth and decide for himself if this is a deal breaker for him. It 100% will be. However, they've got a big trip planned for next week and will be gone 2 weeks. Do I tell him if she won't? If yes, do I tell him before or after the trip? It's not refundable and he is so excited for it. She asked me not to tell him and I of course said sure. But that was when I thought she wanted to tell him. It just feels wrong not to tell him, but I don't want to be the reason their relationship ends. My boyfriend told me to wait for a bit and maybe she'll tell him then, but I honestly don't think so. She just seemed so nonchalant about it. The only thing that really bothered her was the weird feeling about eating out a woman, not cheating on her boyfriend. I'd be so mad if James knew my boyfriend cheated on me and didn't tell me. So I guess I should definitely tell him? Help me, please. Relevant comments. If you don't tell him, you should stop thinking of yourself as his friend. Friends don't let their friends get cheated on and leave them in the dark about it. If you're going to tell him, do it soon. I think it's reasonable to give her the chance to come clean as long as she does it in a timely manner. If you wait weeks and they go on that trip, you risk damaging your friendship. He may feel you held back vital information from him. Opie. Hey. Thanks for taking the time to comment. I will definitely tell him, even if it means losing her as a friend. He deserves to know the truth. I'll give her one more chance and if she won't tell him, I will do it. Thank you. Comment. It is real cheating. You gotta make a choice between your conscience and your friends. If you don't tell, your conscience will probably keep bothering you about it for a while as it is doing now. If you do tell, be prepared to lose the cheating friend because she won't appreciate this one bit. Can't say if you lose the male friend too, but if you tell, he might be pissed at you first, but that is just a first reaction. Do not give it too much value. Opie. Hey. Thanks for your comment. I really think you hit the nail on the head. She knows she cheated and is now trying to spin it. I'm definitely prepared to lose her, and even though I'll probably be sad about it, I don't even want to have her as a friend if she values her relationship so little. I'll text her today and tell her that she absolutely needs to tell him, and if she still won't, I will do it. Thank you. Update. So to recap my previous post, my friend Sarah cheated on her boyfriend James, who happens to be my friend too. She didn't want to tell him because he'd likely end the relationship and they had a big trip planned. I didn't know if I should tell him. My gut told me yes, definitely, or stay out of it. After I posted here, Sarah decided to tell James parts of the truth and told me to stay out of it. I decided not to do that since he deserved the whole truth. I wanted to tell him in person, but he couldn't meet up because he was at a family gathering or something like it. I don't remember. He called and asked me what I wanted to meet up for, and I told him the whole truth. That she cheated on him with her best friend, that she didn't tell him everything that happened, etc. I was worried she got to him somehow and that he wouldn't believe me, but he thankfully did. I still send him every text I had of her, which was probably incredibly helpful. While I was talking to him, she sorta knew what was happening and drove over to his place immediately. When she got there, he hung up and they talked. She tried to weasel her way out of it, but since he had her texts, that didn't work out too well. Before she came over, he told me this was the last straw, especially since she lied to him about it and made out with said friend once before. I don't know what she did or what she said, but he did a complete 180 and suddenly he was okay with it. I've only talked to him twice since then and he told me that it's not such a big deal and they'd get over it. They've completely cut me out of their lives. When I asked him why, he said he wanted to wait until his girlfriend and I had a talk and could get along again. Which isn't happening, since I don't want to be friends with her anymore. It sucks that I've lost my two best friends even though I wasn't even the one who fucked up. But at least I can sleep normally again.